lot of the drivers out here, they always wanted to do it, wanted to get out there, and you know what? You find a way when you can.
Yeah.
Field is set, ready to go. Steve Aubin and Mike Henriques to bring the field down off of turn number 4. 25 laps. For the Helgers, South Coast Power Equipment Pure Stocks. Matt Talbot, Jared Cordeira, road number 2. Looking for the green. There it is. We're underway. And really good jump on the outside for Henriques to set the pace down into turn number 1.
I don't know what happened with Aubin. Definitely was not able to come up to speed. But here comes Cordeira. Look at that momentum on the outside. Cordeira overtaking the second spot early. Mike Henriques, your leader at lap 1.
Keep your eyes on that red number 30 of Ethan Souza. He sits 5th on the grid right now as he closes in front of him. Peter Bleau right behind as they hit turns 3 and 4. They are chasing the blue in yellow, 0-3 of Mike Henriques.
Mike been around this division for a long time, has seen a lot of success, and has opened up a 4-car length lead on Jared Cordeira. Aubin rounds out the top 3. Matt Talbot found victory lane a season ago, as did Ethan Souza, found the playoffs, rounds out the top 5.
Deeper in the field, you got the 25-year defending champion trying to work his way up through the pack. That is Brent Robidoux. He's got Crystal Murray, Zach Keith, and Bryson Robidoux right behind him as they roll down into turn 3. Battle for 4th off the corner. Ethan Souza down to the inside of Matt Talbot. Looks and takes away position number 4.
Up front it is Henriques still leading the charge into 3. And off of 4, the 0-30 machine out in front. Cordeira in second. Aubin, good run for him so far, rounding out the top 3.
Yeah, Aubin looking for a real good run. It's been a bit since he's had a good run in this car. Farm fresh, as they call her, down into turn number 3 they go. Ethan Souza closing in the gap there. And Peter Bleau has gotten by Matt Talbot into the top 5. Danny Massa trying to follow through on the inside.
Bleau, another driver that found victory lane a season ago. Souza looking to make a run on the inside of Farm Fresh. He will get there. He trails by half a car length into the 3rd and 4th corners. Souza will take the spot away.
Side by side across the stripe, and that red number 30 down to the inside. The Freddie Estelle prepared machine has moved himself up into the number 3 spot. Aubin and Bleau round out the top 5, but they are chasing Henriques off of turn number 4 and across the stripe to complete lap number 8.
Boucher heads pit side as Henriques opens up that 8-car length advantage again into 3 and 4 as we approach lap number 9. Henriques, Cordeira, Souza now your top 3. Aubin and Bleau, good runnings for them, 4 and 5.
Peter Bleau takes a look to the inside of Steve Aubin down into turn 1. Aubin's able to shut the doors. They hit the corners. Down the backstretch they come as your leader rolls off of turn number 4. 10 laps up on the board for that blue and yellow 0-3 of Mike Henriques, who continues to pull away.
That battle right now is for 7th between Robidoux and Massa. Side by side for the 7th position as they race wheel to wheel into 3. Still a ways away from Mike Henriques as he crosses the stripe at lap 11.
Off of the corner, Bleau gets a run underneath Aubin for that battle for that 4th position. Side by side off of turn number 2. Aubin up top, Bleau down low, and here comes the 37 of Talbot trying to close in that gap.
On paper, the fastest car on the racetrack right now is the 77 of Steve Aubin. In 5th currently, wheeling with Talbot for that 5th spot. Up front, as the cross flags are given, Mike Henriques started up top, has not let up as he hits turn number 2.
Mike Henriques is your leader. Jared Cordeira 2nd. Ethan Souza 3rd. Peter Bleau and Matt Talbot round out the top 5. Brent Robidoux is up to 6th. Aubin back to 7th. Massa is 8th. Crystal Murray 9th. And Zach Keith rounds out the top 10 at the halfway point.
Approaching lap number 15, Henriques about to hit some lap traffic. That's Holdsworth in the 26 going -1 to the leaders. Henriques dominating as he has shown he can do over the last decade or so. Cordeira, Souza single file for 2nd and 3rd. Bleau and Talbot round out the top 5.
Souza settling right behind Jared Cordeira in that battle for 2nd, right up on the tail end. Now that they've disposed of the lap car, he looks like he's going to go to work on the inside. Cordeira with a little bit of a push off of turn number 2 allows the 30 to settle in right behind down into 3.
Henriques, your leader by several car lengths. as he crosses the start finish. 16 on the board for the 0-3 out of Taunton, Massachusetts. Cordeira and Souza still throwing some haymakers at each other. That's the battle for second. Souza still about a car length behind the former champion.
Field's really strung itself out. No battles on the racetrack to speak of, except for that one closing in for second. Souza right up on the back bumper. The red number 30 dives down to the inside. Looks for that number 2 spot. Side by side, little bit of brush through the corner, and Souza rolls away, takes away the second spot at the stripe with 6 laps remaining.
Souza slides up the racetrack, takes that second spot away. Cordeira nowhere to peek his nose into. 5 laps, this time by Mike Henriques out front. Souza second, Cordeira in for third. Bleau and Talbot round out your top 5.
Down the back stretch, and it is all 0-3 at the top of the field. Not looking back, has opened up a nice, comfortable 12-car length advantage. But now Ethan Souza trying to squeeze in and close that gap. He's put some distance between he and Cordeira, and now he is starting to close in on your leader. 21 laps up on the board, and he's going to need some help to try to catch him with 3 laps to go.
Lap 22 on the board. Mike Henriques in the spotlight heading into turn number 2. Souza, Cordeira round out your podium. That battle right now is for fourth. Talbot and Bleau wheeling and dealing. Bleau able to pull away, though, into the 4th corner. Twin sticks are up.
Twin sticks are up, and no challenge at the top of the field. Souza, while closing in, it's just a hair per lap and not really enough to make any dent. Deep in the field, the 41 of Danny Massa working the outside of a lapped car as your leader rolls down the back straightaway for the final time. Mike Henriques looking to go back-to-back on opening day, leads it off of turn number 4, and will pick up the win on opening day. Second place to Ethan Souza. Jared Cordeira will finish third. Peter Bleau fourth, and Matt Talbot will round out the top 5. Mike, congratulations. You know, it used to be you only won in September, but the last couple of years, the beginning of the year has been pretty good to you.
It really has. It really has. This is the first time I've ever won first night out ever. So this is an awesome way to start the season, right?
Means you put a lot of work into this thing over the winter.
Yes, I'm not the only one. I got to thank Punky Melberg. He worked his butt off all winter long on this thing, and it's shown. And I couldn't be happier, man. I want to thank everybody for coming. I got my father here. I got my uncle here. My brother's here. My daughter's here. Everybody's here. Just a good night. There you are.
Well, I know you got some sponsors to thank, too.
Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I have Divine Fence. I have South Coast Tree Service, Craig Ferry Electric, Maria's Place, Santos Recycling, Godfrey, and Mr. G's, and Mark Murphy Auto Body South.
Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Mike Henriques picking up the opening day for Ethan Souza. And Ethan, man, you really had to work to get by those cars. You had to catch them, pass them, and then catch the next one.
Yeah, no, some good cars in front of me, but this car was a rocket ship all day. Can't be mad with a second here. So that was a great day, great way to start the season.
A lot of people, a lot of time over the winter getting this car ready. I know you got some help, and I know you got some great partners.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I got to thank Uncle Fred. Without him, none of this would be possible. Catman Sports, Nectar Labs came on board this year. Huge thank you to them. Lucky's Irish Pub, Family Cairo.
Congratulations, great second place run, great way to, and the newlywed picking up the podium finish. Jared, first off, congratulations on the nuptials, and great run for third.
Yeah, this is the first time out with this setup. We had no notebook on it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna run this year, but towards the end of the winter, I was like, I think I'm gonna do it. So finally decided to come out, put this car back together, completely knew everything on it, and we got some good numbers to go off of tonight and come back even stronger next week.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
If I don't say my wife first, she's gonna yell at me.
You're absolutely right on that.
So my wife, my dad, Pete, my grandparents, the Keith family, everybody that comes out and supports me every week, all my grandparents' friends, Linda and Lenny, just everybody. Frank's Auto, CJ Mechanical Systems, Longplex. We got a new sponsor that's going with Longplex this year, Street Legal. Look them up on Facebook. You can check out their facility that's being built now. Flagman Graphics for this good-looking wrap. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody.
Well, you get him next week then.
I guess so. We'll be back on the podium next weekend, too.
Great run for third. How about a round of applause?